Yo, what's going on, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
Hey guys,
Welcome to HVAC Knights. How are you guys doing?
doing good.
Crazy on this night. Spirit week for the kids.
I think we all like a couple of us had to rush into this episode, but we all made it. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's crazy with work and stuff. Makes it a little difficult sometimes, but we pulled it off. We're here. Time to grind.
Made it happen.
That's it.
All right, so I just want to welcome everybody in the chat. We got quite a few. We actually got quite a crowd here. I appreciate everybody for subscribing and all that because I think it jumped up this week. It went up to, I think we're almost at 150 already. So that's
Yep.
awesome. Incredible people. I just want to say you guys can still do submissions for the night pose, which was Jake's idea right here.
Let's go.
And I need to add a few because I had a couple of submissions from the past couple of days. So if you guys still want to do that, I'll put you in there. And I got to work on the intro a little bit, but don't forget about that.
I might need to work on mine. That was kind of lame.
Hey, if you want to redo it, just send it over.
Put a wig on.
I don't know if we'll keep it, but I kind of wanted to do the little intro, like at least for this week.
You did a great job, bro. It looks awesome.
And I'll be sending out some stickers, guys. I already got that on lock. Don't worry.
Let's go.
All right, man. So how's y'all's work week going?
Things have slowed down a little bit, enough where I can
really?
take my time. Yeah.
Mine was.
Didn't you have that electronic expansion valve?
I did. I finally finished that job today.
What was that on?
A 10-year-old American Standard 5-ton 2-stage over-engineered
air
conditioner.
Absolutely.
I was actually surprised that you had that. I mean, I'm not familiar with a lot of like residential stuff or AC stuff, and I was like, hey, I've seen that, but like in a cooler, in a freezer. But I didn't know they had that for you guys.
Yeah, the higher end stuff is starting to use electronic expansion valves, and got to learn how to work on them.
That's a 10-4.
Have you seen that, Jake?
Yeah, if you look at like my beginning videos, audio's okay still, yeah?
Yeah, you're good.
If you check out my videos in the beginning, I'm doing a lot of train at my old company. It was a lot of XVs, so them variable speeds. And we dealt with a lot of those EEVs, the stepper motors, the sensors, discharge, suction line, all that. Like he said, over-engineered. When it works, it's great. But when they fail, the problem is you can't just like, sometimes you can bypass something. But other than that, it's all proprietary. So you can't like, well, we're just going to make this work with what we got.
Yeah, I can't get the customer buy when they have those. It's usually like, I got to get you some proprietary board or part or whatever, and it's like, when it comes in, we'll take care of it.
On this train board, it had on test and then open and test and close. I could have just jumped from test to open, and I would think it would stay open to kind of like bypass it, but I'm not sure it would stay like that for very long.
So if you disconnect like one of the discharge lines, it'll open it up to 50%, I'm pretty sure. Like the orange one, it's the suction line temperature sensor, and it's on the true suction line below the reversing valve. I'm pretty sure, I know that's how it worked on the evaporators or the air handlers, but if you disconnected that from the board, it keeps the EEV at a 50% opening. That way something's getting by. So on those, they have like 500 positions, I believe. So they'd be at 250 or something.
I don't know. I didn't know that. It's something to try.
Yeah, and then just give me a call, shoot me a text, do something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's like, I wanted to say, thank you guys for coming in and being a part of this because, we all talk, outside of work. We've texted each other, we've kept in contact, and I feel like we're very like different, but we're also like very similar. And you know, you're the guys that I was like, this will probably work with. So thank you guys for committing to this.
Well, I appreciate the invite.
Bro, 100 locked in. Appreciate it. It's awesome.
Yeah, because you know, I just got a Ford Transit, so I think we all have Transit now, right?
We're all running around sitting on our batteries.
Yeah, yeah. We all got the Milwaukee setup.
Now wait a minute.
Although
y'all have broken free from Milwaukee for just a little while.
Ooh.
Y'all went and bought some.
I was gonna say I don't know what if Curtis is still on the fence there. I mean, Kraus is still on the fence there because I don't know if you've already done your durability tests on those Tough Built.
Nah, dude, not yet. Dude, I got some suggestions on it. He's like, oh, drive it out the back of the truck. So I'm gonna it's gonna end up probably getting broken, but it is what it is. Because I still didn't take the stickers off either. So now it's sitting right here with the stickers on it. I don't even gonna lie, it's a pretty solid. They're built well. It's just those few freaking things, man. You're just like,
and they look nice.
They do look good, and they're cheaper than Milwaukee, but they feel more like some of the boxes are heavier duty. I ain't gonna lie, but I mean,
did y'all buy that whole stack for like $200? Was that right?
So the first three boxes is
three pieces.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like the same price as Milwaukee, but if you spend $350, you get $100 off. So if you do 2 transactions, you know what I mean, or something like that, you'll get some money back.
Yeah, it's because Lowe's has that like buy more, save more thing or something.
Yeah,
so
correct.
I bought mine all at once too, and it started knocking down the price.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because we were talking about it, and then I know Kurt was a little lost because he's like, what are these boxes you guys are buying over here? And
go to Lowe's and buy a couple, Kurt. You'll be good. Hands on them.
I had talked myself out of it, and then I was talking to Kraus more, and then I kind of got back into it, and I'm like, oh, all right, I'm gonna go to Lowe's, look for it.
Yeah.
Were they on the floor where you were at?
Yeah, they finally. So what was it? Saturday, I ended up getting them. I texted you that Friday. Oh no, Monday. Sunday. But it was at and it was at the entrance where all the Christmas stuff was, not by the tools.
That's where I thought they were going to be, because on mine they started clearing out some areas too, and I was like, is it going to be over here? But I actually haven't seen them on the floor yet still.
Yeah, so I mean it is. I mean, it is what it is. Y'all know, like, I like tools, I like stuff like that. It's, you know what I mean? And the tool storage boxes things is cool. I started in Tough System like years ago when they had like the full metal latches, and then when Pack Out came out, like, I just started rolling with that, and it's just been an obsession.
And yeah, because like your tool videos do well too. It's doing pretty well. You did like a Milwaukee,
dude,
made in USA or something.
So many people got butthurt over the Lowe's comment. It was hilarious. Because I don't know, just, yeah, like, people get so offended by the little shit. And what did I say? Oh, the people that shop at Lowe's, like, it's sarcasm, but
yeah, I remember that comment.
Yeah, there's some truth to that. But and the next day I had to go there because it was the closest. Like,
and I was like, Kraus, I go to Lowe's every now and then.
It is what it is. I clearly went to Lowe's, you know what I mean? And Lowe's has all the Klein stuff, so I have to go to Lowe's now. But they I'm like, dude, just whatever. I just feed back into it. It is what it is.
Yeah, and I was doing that too, like, where I got comments but I was getting comments on like, does it do this? Does it do that? What happens with this? So I ended up making like 3 videos.
Yeah, you did. Like,
out of it. They're not doing as well as yours, but they're out there. And everybody, because the issue is when they came out, I think everybody was just like, oh yeah, this is like great. This is how they work. This, go get them and this and that.
Yeah.
And then here we come talking smack about
them. Yeah. When I may have texted you or somebody else, or it might have been another guy, but it was like they were strategic in the way they sent these promotional pieces out to where people weren't able to notice that. You know what I mean? I'm sure they did to you. You said like they emailed me, emailed you, yeah.
I was gonna ask you that. I don't think I said anything.
Nobody emailed me about them. I feel left out.
Get the boxes, bro. I'll send them to you. Come on down. You're only a few hours away.
No,
So
I want you to get tired of those Milwaukee boxes back there and send those to me.
Oh, these ones here, those. Nah, that ain't happening.
So they reached out to you too.
Yeah, no, and they're like, oh, we appreciate the negative and the positive. Like they kind of like they still went like they think that their proprietary system's gonna be enough to overlook those. And I was like, nah. I said I think y'all need to make something that will compensate for this because
Yeah.
I told him I said read in my comments, you'll see everybody's like deal breaker.
Or I'm returning those because I had people saying they were returning theirs already.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they reached out to
Really?
me. They reached out to me too, and they were like, I told them I was like, thanks for being a good sport. But they were kind of like, even though it was a mixed bag, we think that getting used to a new system is something people need to do or something. I forgot the exact words, and I was like, no.
Yeah, they use the word proprietary in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Curtis, do you have any boxes in your house, or is everything in your truck? Because you got a nice setup too, man.
I got a lot in my truck. I've got some at the house.
Yeah,
Trying to organize the mess that's there, and
got the shop too.
I got some in my shop. I just put a new shelf in my van so I could put even more pack out stuff in there.
You're the pack out king, bro. Let's be real. This guy, he went from Makita. They had the Makita stack.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had just switched not that long ago, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you why I switched from Makita. I wanted something smaller, and Makita's
yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember hearing you say that.
Makita's going to 40 volt. They're getting bigger.
Yeah, you're right.
And I want something smaller.
They had that black subcompact line, which looked pretty cool, but it probably wasn't like powerful enough or something.
Now I still have probably 4 or 5 18 volt Makita tools on my van. But
yeah,
that's like
you can't
that's
get
like
rid
my
of them.
skill saw. That's my sawzall, my rotary hammer, stuff like that. I mean, I still use them. I just prefer the small M12 for my daily carry.
It's too easy. Like it'll do everything that we need to do. Now, once we start, like I've been dabbling into the old install game again. You need a little bit of bigger tools and stuff like that. So I've been slowly getting a couple of those back in the truck. But for the most part, M12 is enough for me. I mean, we're taking off 5-inch, 5/16 and 1/4-inch screws. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
yeah, I have a little toolbox there full of them. It's mostly like M12 and some M18 tools. It's not like we do anything crazy, or at least I don't, because I don't do any crazy installs or anything construction. And then those pack outs, right? Like I put everything in a pack out now.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, like people are like, oh, they're just glorified plastic boxes. They're expensive plastic boxes. I mean, but.
Well, let me tell you, like after getting, I haven't tried
salts, man.
I haven't tried any of the other ones. Like none of them really impressed me. The Flex, right? The mod, I forgot the mod one, mod box.
Yeah,
all these other ones.
Yeah,
they never really impressed me. Then I tried the Tough Built. Now those were cool.
It's still cool, dude. Like the latching system is awesome.
It's just like it's still hard to outdo Milwaukee because I'm like, oh, I like it, but I kind of like the Milwaukee version a little bit better.
Yeah,
or little things here and there. So
absolutely. So let's talk. Okay. You asked about work. Okay, so we were supposed to do a rooftop on Tuesday. Lennox didn't deliver the curb adapter with it. It was in their manifest, so Crane still got there. Had to pay the crane. It was such a mess, right? And $8 because it's a minimum of 3 hours, right? And then
of course,
yeah.
And then we had it scheduled for today. We're heading there, being there 9 o'clock. Oh, the crane operator said their leveler broke. They got to take it to the mechanic. I was like, it just wasn't a good week for productivity's sake. You know what I mean? it sucked. But we ended up just running a couple calls after that. Whatever. It's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some of those weeks sometimes.
Yeah, I did a little short. It was a nice, hey, Lennox, fuck you, because you know what I mean?
Dang.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to tag them because they cost you a day's worth of labor because we had moved, obviously, jobs for that day. And again, $800, and they're like, oh, we can't take blame for it. It's for the transport company. It's just like, you know what I mean? And we got to get a hold of them, and now we got this whole claim number situation. It's stupid.
Hey man, Brian over here. You got the vacuum pump from Milwaukee, right, Curtis?
Yeah, I kind of like it.
It's doing good.
Yeah, it's doing good. I used it today, and I thought I was having a little bit of a problem with it.
You switched it over to the field piece that you saw, and then it didn't.
I had the same problem. So
Yeah.
the Milwaukee vacuum pump's pretty solid, and that was a 5-ton system split with maybe 35, 40 feet of line set.
Yeah,
and it was doing pretty good.
And what size is the pump? What CFM?
5, I think.
Yeah, 5.
Okay. Have you ever tried the Navac ones, the battery powered?
I almost bought the JB.
Yeah, I was looking at that one. I think it's a Flex or something.
Yeah, it has an adapter. It uses a Milwaukee battery.
Oh, okay.
And it has an adapter where you can plug it in. I've thought about buying the adapter just to plug onto my Milwaukee.
I didn't know that, but the Navac ones I just remembered because I had one. I had it in the shop, and I was like, let me dust it off and put it back in the van because I've been using the fill piece and I've been fine with it. But I forgot that they take Makita batteries. So when I got my RLS toolkit, they use Makita batteries as well. So they gave me 2 batteries in the pack. So now I have some extra batteries for the press kit and for the Navac.
You were just talking about that in your video the other day.
Did I? I don't remember.
Use Makita batteries.
Oh yeah. So the press tool from RLS, like the one that they sell themselves, I guess. I don't know if it's Cloud
Key
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one they give you when you open it, it's a Makita battery. Well, 2 Makita batteries and the charger, and it's all Makita branded. Like that's how it comes.
I see.
And so then I was like, wait, doesn't the vacuum pump take this too? So then I tried it, and sure enough, it works. So now I got 3 batteries there that I can kind of interchange between the two tools. So
I'm gonna tell you something about the Makita batteries. The problems we've had with these Milwaukee batteries, sometimes they just flake out. I have never had that happen with Makita.
It's them Japanese. That's why.
They make some solid stuff. I mean, their tools are really good. I just didn't like that they were getting bigger.
yeah.
I think they even got like another line. It might be is it a 36 or they got the 40 and they got like 3 lines now.
Well, they have their 18 volts and then they have 18 times 2.
That's what it is. Yeah.
And then they have the 40 volt and it's 40 volt times 2. So they have 80 volt tools.
We got Steve.
My circ saw is a 36 volt tool.
Oh yeah, and it goes in sideways. Is it the
It's a rear handle, yeah. So the sight's on the left.
Yep.
I like it. That thing's a beast.
Yeah. I got the
Steve is repping black and yellow.
Steve, you can leave. Tough Bill? He's repping Tough Bill?
Not that black and yellow. What's up, Rich? We got Untraded Soul. That's Rich. He started a podcast over here.
Go, Rich.
Oh, we got Tito. We got the OG YouTuber in the house.
There he is. He made it.
Risk it for the biscuit.
He already knows. That's right. RLS Press, or was it Zoom Lock Presses?
I've watched a bunch of Tito's videos.
Tito's no G, bro. Like, yeah.
He's not really producing HVAC videos right now, is he?
He's got.
He's working at a hospital. He can't.
I see.
Thought there was something about to come out about that. Or he was either going to do his solar stuff, or wasn't he about to like?
He had a solar channel, a solar
cleaning.
company channel. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it, little Ford Ranger or something?
Where you been at, Tito?
Big Earn. This is real. You know, let's keep it legit. So, how's the weather for everybody? Isn't that what everybody always asks when you never got anything to say to somebody? You're like, weather's nice, right?
Yeah, that's my opener in the
Yeah, the weather sucks
podcast.
for business right now.
Oh man.
When people
Yeah.
are riding around with their windows open, they ain't calling the HVAC guy. They don't need heat. They don't need air. They don't need me.
Yeah.
Is it like that for both of you? Because like for me, like I think next week is when it's gonna get cold, and right now we got like clouds, very little rain, you know, so we don't get too many calls right now either.
76 here.
I got in the 80s up here today.
Yeah,
we got 80s too.
And I've been doing those dang PMs.
I saw your video. You were
Yeah.
complaining. Well, not complaining, but
I don't like to do them when there's no need. I mean, go out and capacitor's good, coils are clean. What am I supposed to do?
Curtis, that's just
Suck out the drain and charge them $200? I mean,
Yeah, it's good for business.
Right, we'll charge them $200.
I don't force them to get it, but if they want to, like, you know, if they want us there, we'll be there. But the ones that make us go is the hospital. They want us there on some of the equipment like every 2 weeks because they're just paranoid about it.
Well, that's not.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I'm the same way. I don't sell contracts, but
yeah,
if they want it or if I see a need, that's when we do it.
well, they're horrible here, dude. Because like I have fast food chains that like whenever the AC is like acting up like horribly, I'm like, I bet you anything your coils are like black. Like I go there, all I have to do is coil clean and then the unit works. I'm like, see, if you guys would just get on maintenance at least once a year, you know, to clean the coils out. But it's because we have a lot of construction here, so like it'll just suck up like all of our highways, especially if they're near the highway, the locations. I already know that they're plugged up every few months already.
Yeah, we got that salty air. You know what I'm saying? So
I've got this one customer who like every 8 or 9 months you got to go clean his coils, and because he burns candles in the house.
Yeah, you try to tell them they don't.
And I get there and there's this black soot that just peels off the coil, and I'm thinking, what's that doing to his lungs?
Yeah, if it's doing that to the AC, you can imagine.
No issue here, Curtis.
But yeah, he keeps burning those candles.
Yeah, Tito said he's working at a Kaiser hospital. Currently, Kaiser working night shift.
Kaiser Permanente. Is that what? I don't know if that's right at all. I just remember that name. Yeah. Hey, we can't have these awkward pauses. Come on, got to keep rolling. Okay.
43 in the morning.
Where are your notes at?
60 notes.
I'm talking to Kraus.
I'm right here, bud. My case, it has my sorry if my audio is terrible, but it's got all my mics and like my gimbal and stuff like that, because I don't obviously keep it with my stuff in my bag. I'll bring that around, and then a little use for the old Klein bag, get some tripods and mounts and stuff like that.
Well, guys, you know, I'm really just learning how to use Instagram.
I'm with you, bro.
I saw that, but you're doing good.
You're rolling. Your thing kind of just is like.
It's a different way of doing things. Well, first of all, they don't pay me, so I don't.
My man said, if I get paid, I ain't doing it.
But there are other reasons to do it. The influence for the people that you want to sponsor you, that's the reason to be there.
For sure.
Yeah, it's funny. They're all there.
Damn.
All on Instagram. That's where they all the companies hang out.
For sure.
Well, wait a minute. The one thing you were going to talk about, you didn't talk about. That shirt.
What's that? Nice shirt, Kraus.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's all love here. It's all love. So All good, but you can use discount code Kraus10 at Troll Code Clothing and get yourself some blue collar gear. They actually have a 15% off sale, so don't use Kraus10. Go to Spooky15. Go save yourself some money on some blue collar, dirty hands, clean money gear.
Yeah, that's a sweet deal you got there.
It is pretty solid. I
need to get some of their clothing. I do like their clothing.
Yeah, it's really nice. Like it's soft and but when we sweat so damn much, I wish it was like a nice blend with the polyester and stuff. I don't know. I need like a nice wickening shirt material to like constant like cotton's not the best. Not in Florida.
For work, yeah, I just recently, and I know summer's over, switched over to like some dry fit shirts.
Yeah.
Y'all may have noticed I've got some color in my videos now.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you got like red shirts now or something?
I got red and blue. I've been sporting that dark gray for like 8 years. I figured it's time for a change.
Yeah, pop. Is your company like is it it's not a franchise, or is it like that's the name you started out with was Climate Control?
Yeah, that was just a thought. I didn't want to name the company after myself.
Yeah.
Because one day I might want to sell it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For sure. That was just an idea, and I thought it sounded good, so that's what I stuck with.
It does, man. It looked like a little like thermostat, like just the way the letters are and stuff.
It's symmetric.
Yeah, symmetric. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be in Chicago, or at least I am.
I can't read.
I think yeah. Just Work is asking, are we gonna see HVAC Knights in Chicago?
Not even a question.
This is gonna be my first one, but well, wait a minute. I got to ask though, whose idea was it to hold a convention in Chicago in the middle of winter?
Bunch of idiots.
I don't know. Vegas was okay. It wasn't too bad. There's I think next year is Orlando, which is not bad either. And Atlanta was okay, but like when I saw Chicago, I was like, dude, like
in the middle of the peak of winter in Chicago.
Hey, that's the only time to experience Chicago. Let's be real. Right?
I'm not walking through snowdrifts to get to this convention.
I'm wearing shorts and a tank top, and we're rolling. Okay.
I'm from the South. If they ain't got no gnats up there, I don't feel at home.
Man, I'm probably gonna hate it, but I'll be there. I think we'll all be there. We'll be at the convention. Kraus, you doing the award show?
Of course.
Well, I looked to see availability for tickets. When I looked, it wasn't.
They're out already?
That was about 3 or 4 days ago.
I didn't even know that they had sold out. Actually,
I got them the day they hit you with the email, and I bought the $8 whatever, like the insurance policy, just in case.
Yeah, because they're like, if you cancel, you can cancel if you paid for the insurance.
I did, just in case. Like again, I'm taking me and the wife ski, and we want to hit some of them speakeasies, get some hot dogs, some pizza, some steak.
Yeah, I don't know where to go out there. We'll see.
I'll send you something. The customer, here it is. Customer I have, he's from Chicago, and he gave me like a list of things to do. I was like, it was right after the thing. I went to his house to do a PM, of course, and I was like, yo, so we're going to Chicago, and I was like, what should we do? I was like, we're going at the right time, and he's like, hit or miss. It could be still just okay, and
yeah.
So we got some things we can hit up, guys.
The number one thing to do in Chicago is don't go outside.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I'm going to the award show. I'm going to the convention, and then wherever they're gonna have these like networking company dinners, because they do all that stuff.
Hell yeah, that's something.
I think last year they had like an influencer party or something. I didn't get to make it to that one.
I hosted that at my place.
Sure you did, Kraus.
Yeah.
Brian says we need to wear a suit of armor to HR. I got an idea. I'll talk to you guys afterwards. I don't want to, present it too soon, but
bag.
we'll be there. We'll be there at the convention, and I got some ideas about some things we can do out there.
Bullhorns.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I should have gone to the one in Atlanta when it was here.
Yeah, you should have.
I was busy.
Yeah.
I was busy. I just I had kind of made plans, but like it's like right in the middle of your busiest part of the winter.
Oh well, we don't have a winter down here, so
Yeah.
Oh, but when you do, it shuts down the power for the whole state.
Oh,
for a week or two, and
you
then
know what? Don't beat up their infrastructure. They're Texas, okay?
I wouldn't move, but like sometimes it's like, dude, what are y'all doing? But oh man, we had it, and we didn't have it as bad as up north because, like, granted, I'm like at the very south of Texas, so like the coldest it got was like in the 20s, I think, and I'm not used to that either. And then like we had no power for like a week and a half or almost 2 weeks. That was crazy.
Oh man.
Good.
Well, what hit us so bad was that Hurricane Michael. When it came through, was it 2018?
It hit you like a hurricane.
It was terrible for us. My yard's full of trees, and we had like
Imagine.
$10,000 worth of tree damage in one day.
No, sir.
Yeah, we had one of those recently where it was just like we caught all the wind from the storm, and like huge trees were all like laying on the floors, and power lines were in the streets. Like it really sucked, but thankfully that one didn't last as long. It was fixed fairly quickly. It's just that all the street lights were out for like days.
Days on end.
We got Tito. So crazy how much the HVAC and social media has changed and improved in the last couple of years. All you guys are killing it. Appreciate it.
This guy.
Thank you, Tito.
From YouTube, I commented. I was like, "Hey, bro." I fanboyed it. Hey, man, anyone let me know. I was gonna do it to Curtis, but that was just text.
Yeah, man. I used to watch all his. Well, like he's one of the first ones technically, especially that vlog style that he did. And I used to binge watch him and Chris Stevens and a few other guys. The Rick HVAC Art Survival. I love watching all their stuff.
Hell yeah.
And I got to see you guys. I feel like an old YouTuber now too, because I got to see you guys come up. Because I remember Curtis at like 80 subs when I was catching his videos, blow up overnight, and then Kraus over here yelling at the camera, and he's got a few thousand now too. So I got to see y'all come up.
Every video starts out, "What's up, guys?"
If you know the catchphrase, we're doing something right.
Yeah, I catch myself. I want to do that whole thing when I'm watching.
Just do it, bro. Come on.
Just in my van there, like silently do it.
I've caught myself in one of my videos. What's that fella's name? Zach. I caught myself saying, "Let's do some work."
Yeah.
And I had to go back and edit that out. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
I've got a couple of videos where like I wouldn't say I do like impersonations. I did Steve Lab. I did Mikey Pike.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God! When I watch Steve Lab, I'm just shocked at how he talks to people.
No,
but I know it's normal up there. I know that
Yeah.
Don't play.
but if he were to come down here and talk to customers like that, oh my God, he'd get run out of town.
It'd be a problem.
Yeah, man. We have some customers like that where it's like they that's just the way they are. You think they're being rude or they're acting a certain way, but that's just the way they are. My dad knows how to handle those people, and I had to learn that because I'm not used to going in there like, "Hey, what's up?" and then start like acting up at work. But that's how some people are, and you learn how to be certain ways with different customers.
Yeah. Absolutely. Wow, man.
Because Mark over here was asking how are you guys' businesses structured? I think we all have a fairly simple way of doing things, with each of our companies.
Well, part of what I studied in college, I was going for a MBA at one point, and I took a business law, and I set up my business as a LLC. This is a little bit personal, but anybody can benefit from this. But we file our taxes as an S corp, so that means I only pay taxes. I only pay Social Security on what I pay myself.
Nice.
So I pay myself a salary of $30,000 a year. The rest of it, I don't get Social Security taken out of.
Gotcha.
And I got the benefits of being an LLC. So
Yeah.
I feel like I got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, you got to know how to work the system, or get a good accountant that does it for you.
An accountant, a good accountant, insurance agent.
Yeah.
And when you're starting out, a good lawyer. I mean, it's just.
It's the way to go.
But we can cover topics like that on another episode or something.
Well, yeah, we got to talk about what we're gonna do from now on, because we all came here and we got to have something to talk about.
Shoot the shit, man. That's what it's about.
Shooting the shit. Now, HBR Survival, he's been hobnobbing with NASA, hadn't he?
Yeah,
man.
Went out there and
he's gonna go out there again, actually.
Yeah. What, November? Was it November?
I think so.
He's working on stuff that I don't ever see, and
yeah, he's all over the place. It's wild.
The stuff that guy works on and sees, yeah. And they let him record and everything. They was like, oh, I don't care. So he did some vlogs on it, and it's just transporting stuff. And I forgot if he answered what it was, but we were all joking around with him that he was transporting like aliens and stuff. But it's like some sort of contract thing, or they're using that company, so once they start using you, then they keep using you, because he's gonna like we said, he's gonna do it again next month, and it's just transporting stuff back and forth and making sure that equipment's working
the whole time. Yeah, because it's getting sent up. Somebody said in one of the comments on the videos that they're like, it looks like da da da, that's gonna do this, and he was like, that's exactly what it is. So, the people into that world, like my dad's like one of those guys. Camera.
There was a question in your video from the other night, the cast you had the other night. Did you go to school for HVAC? And I did, but I was already working as a technician, so I didn't learn a whole lot, but what I did learn, I was able to put right into use immediately.
Yeah, I think that's everybody's answer most of the time when they go to school. It's like, I didn't learn a lot, or like I didn't retain a lot. But if you can, like me, it was a community college. It was affordable. I had financial aid, all that kind of stuff. It got me my basics, right? I learned how to use a meter. I wasn't around tools a whole lot, besides like screwdrivers or whatever. But learning how to use some power tools, or making your bends, making your duct, learning how to braze was really cool in that class. So as far as like what you're gonna know and what you're gonna learn, that's more in the field type of stuff.
What would be like a lot of theory, basically.
What, at school?
Yeah, like it is.
No, well, you might have a textbook or two as a guide, but there were constant like labs where you would do something with an air conditioner or troubleshoot it or something like that. And I mean, he had probably 10 air conditioners, and he would create a problem with it and then tell you to go diagnose it.
See, ours didn't go that far, I think. But most of the equipment we had was for like, how do you weigh in the charge? How do you pump down a system? How do you wire up something, maybe? But like, I think at that time they had something that was like on the computer where he could simulate stuff. I know now there's a few out there, but at the time, he would kind of I guess it would be random, and we'd have to figure it out on the computer too.
Our technical school used to have a really good teacher, but he refused to pass somebody because he didn't show up for class, and they kind of forced him out.
That's like the real world shit, though. You don't show up to hired.
They kind of forced him out. And now we got somebody in there who will pass you even if you don't show up. But the knowledge is there. If somebody really wants it,
Yeah.
they can go get it. But don't try to half-ass it, because they'll pass you and you ain't gonna get nothing out of it.
Yeah, we had a lot of guys that would act up. I mean, it's college, right? You know, it's all young kids, and no, like our teachers were like super like strict about that kind of stuff too, like acting up or missing class, and they failed like a whole bunch of them. They you know, made them leave, because after a while they would show up. It's like, you already missed like weeks of school, dude. Yeah, we got Jason over here. It's trial by fire. You get thrown into the fire real quick.
My first job, I was on a duck crew for a couple months, and then I started doing a couple PMs, and then they just said, "Hey, this one over here, it ain't working. Go see if you can fix it." And I was just like, "What?"
Yeah.
So I just had to learn on my own, figure it out.
Yeah, like Jason says, I wasn't thrown into the wolves were thrown to me. But that's how we all learn, because even like me, I was working with my dad. Now my dad doesn't do HVAC. He does like the cooking equipment, the hot side. But you know, I was trying to do calls. I was learning from a residential guy, but I do commercial refrigeration, so it wasn't the same. So, you know, I went through everything that I needed to, because you need experience and all that to get your license and stuff. And then like I went to work for myself. Didn't know too much about what I was doing either, but you know, my dad, I would work with my dad, and I would be his helper sometimes too. And he would just kind of like, you know, we'd start working on something, and he'd disappear. And then my uncles were talking to me one time, and they're like, yeah, you know, he does that. Like and he trained my uncles too. He trained two of my uncles, got them into the trades, because they were like, one was he was doing like alarm systems for cars and stuff. The other one was doing like handyman stuff, like tile work. And he trained both of them, and they both have careers now in this field. And they've gone on to do great things. But he's like, yeah, that's the way he teaches. That's the way he trains you. He doesn't want you to ask for help. He wants you to figure it out. I was like, all right, got to do it.
Well, hey, it works.
Yeah, man. It's just like I was working on stuff, and I'm like, where the hell? I was like, okay. And then you can't just like tell the customer, like, I'm not going to fix it right now. I got to do it.
I have told a customer a couple times, "Hey, I got to go do a little bit of research on this."
Oh yeah.
Do it all the time.
Go look for a manual or something, because
YouTube.
go to the van and watch a YouTube video.
I did that. I was at doing a it was on the pool. They got like this whole pool system set up with some Wi-Fi monitor. They could get like their lights and everything to come on, but they couldn't get the pool pump. I didn't know what I was looking at, so I had the literature, and I think there's just a bridge that needed to be connected to the pump. But I tried. You know what I mean? I was like, I think you just leave this to somebody else who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, what's up, David? Just go to the HVAC guy or cooling with Kraus. Yeah, like my dad's kind of like that too. He's like, if you know, if you put it in front of me and you give me a chance at it, I can maybe fix it, right? He's done stuff for me too, where I get tied up, because we're a super small company. Right now we're only 4 guys, so like sometimes he's like, hey, I'm already here at this location doing something else. Like, you want me to look at it? So I've kind of like already walked him through how to like check for, you know, your coils, right? Are they clean or dirty, or how's the evaporator look, and this and that. And now he's pretty comfortable putting on gauges if we get to that point. But you know, once you get into the trades, I mean, especially HVAC, we do everything. Like, I think we can figure out electrical and all this other stuff, because the refrigeration side of it is a little more complicated than people give us credit for. And most of the issues are electrical. We can do electrician type of work, plumbing type of work, and I don't know. I think we can figure it out if we really try.
Because we're the shit, man.
You're not supposed to say. You let somebody else say that.
Oh,
You the shit, man.
Toot my own damn horn, you know.
Well, that's what David's doing right here. He's like, just go to the HVAC guy or cooling with Kraus.
Uh-huh.
You the man, Dave.
Do you know who David is?
No, I'm just reading the comments.
Okay.
Do you know who David is?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
It's David, dude. He comments on the videos.
Yeah, we got David, we got Eric, who said, love your videos, guys. Learn to do to do different setups because of you. We got Jason Johnson, we got Brian, Jason P, East Coast, bunch of guys in here for the first ever episode of HVAC Knights
Squad.
Let me look through the comments real quick.
The
Yeah,
temple.
I didn't go to school for this trade. I learned from a senior tech. You're gonna learn like more than half of the stuff.
That guy hasn't learned shit. I'll tell you that much right now. And I can just tell you right off the bat. I used to work with that's my butt. That's Eric Lehman.
Yeah, you know him?
Yeah, I worked with him up in Maryland. That's like when I first started like getting into HVAC, like seriously. He was working. I was that good cat, good guy. Just tell him to grow his hair out, and he'll be okay.
Oh my god.
That's my boy, though. We chop it up Sundays sometimes about the Ravens games and stuff.
Yeah, man, it's about that time. Well, you guys watch football. I don't watch football.
I watch college football.
Oh, okay.
I've said this before. If it has
There's
a
a
ball in
difference.
it, I'm watching. Yeah,
What was that?
I said if it has a ball, I'm probably gonna watch it.
I'm a basketball guy.
Yeah.
I watch NBA.
Same. We're Magic fans. They got a dub last night.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they blew out the Rockets by like 25.
Oh, the Rockets. Okay.
Those like they weren't like a contender a few years ago. Yeah,
It's been a while.
but you know what? The Magic, they got a good core, bro. So, well, they got Bancaro, Franz Wagner, shit like that. So, we go to the games.
I'm just your typical Laker fan over here.
There aren't many places for us to go see games around here. Atlanta's 3 hours away. Tallahassee's 2.5.
It's not bad though. I mean, you made that.
Yeah, that's
drive.
not bad.
But
I'm in
Auburn
Texas.
games.
I got a bunch of teams to go look at, I guess.
Auburn, the Auburn Stadium is hour and 45 minutes away.
That'd be solid.
I would love to go see one of their games now.
Yeah, the atmosphere in college is so different.
I never got into
and it's
college
changing.
stuff.
I think it's changing for the worse because they're now allowing them.
They're paying them all that damn money. You
They're
see,
getting paid.
Caleb Williams, the quarterback for USC, talking about he'll just sit out because he don't want to get picked first from whoever. And he's making $5 million this year.
Dang.
What?
$5 million, bro. Crazy. College kid. I
Man.
told my son, we gonna get you right, boy.
Well, in a way, it's kind of right that they can profit on when their name or image is being used.
But
at the same time, it takes away from these kids are playing for a scholarship or
exactly. Exactly. Now the transfer portal shit. I mean, come on now. Nick Saban don't like it. I'll tell you that. If Nick don't like it, I don't like it.
Appreciate Jason because he said his Bills are playing right now, but he's only listening to it as he watches the HVAC Knights.
That's right. What's the score, though?
Let's see. David had a question for you, Curtis. He sees you mostly use digital gauges, but what are your opinions, or should they go with analogs? What do you think?
I honestly think it's best that somebody learn how to use the analogs.
Cross may have a different opinion.
Yeah,
I do, because it teaches you what superheat and subcooling actually are. Doing that with a little meter to the side, and you're comparing the temperatures. If somebody didn't have a good grasp on that and they get a nice measure quick setup, they may not have a real good idea of what that really is.
What do you think, Jake?
I'm just gonna let this one slide for now. You know, we'll save that for another video.
But I do use digital gauges all the time now.
They're nice, you know.
Yeah,
they're nice to use. I like to use analogs every now and then, just because that's what I'm used to. Like when I started, I used analogs like for the longest time.
I know.
I had bought like some S-Mans, like the first ones that came out, and I broke them right away. So I was like, oh, whatever. I just ended up using my analogs again.
I keep analogs on my van. I don't go anywhere without them.
You know what I do with my logs?
I was gonna say you have to have a backup in the van.
They stay right in the damn box, bro. Like,
Just to say that you got them.
Yeah, exactly. I whipped them out to make the Knights video, and I rolled them back up and put them right back in the box.
Dude.
At least they were good for something.
Yeah, no, I had, because I bought these as a backup because I had the JB ones, and I had them for like 6 years or so, and they did what they needed to do for the time being. So I picked these up, but I just always use probes now. So
yeah, cool. like I love using like the probes because you know they're in my bag all the time. I don't have to go back to go get a set of.
You're not losing any refrigerant, like for the, you know what I mean, that aspect. Like you make it, you know what I'm saying?
Do you guys use any like any fittings on the ends, like for the high side or anything like that?
The only time I use a fitting is when I'm going to charge, and I need that little T to charge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I tried doing it with like a little angle or something on it, and it just didn't work out.
I just bought those like they're Appion, they're core depressors, but they're the thumb screw.
Yeah.
And they work pretty well because every now and then I'll have like but I think it's more on the refrigeration side, like an odd area for a port, and like trying to get that probe on, like I end up losing a little refrigerant if I'm depressing it with the probe. So like if I can get it on and then like screw it in and open it up, then it works for me better. But yeah, man, like the probes are awesome just because they're always on you. And like you said, everything now, or if you're gonna be hooking up, like you shouldn't be hooking up gauges at every call. Like let's just, you know, get that out of the way.
No, you don't have to.
But like it for the people that do, or like if you need to check it, you're gonna lose everything in that hose. For most people, right? You lose refrigerant, you're gonna lose a few ounces, especially if you work on it several times. So like Jake was saying, you know, you don't get any loss on the probes, which is a nice little feature. Now I have the probes, I have a pair of S-Mans that I like to use when I do change outs. And then I have my analogs, and they're backups right now.
Yep.
Yeah, we can talk. We can dive into that one day. Like I mean, I never learned this. Like I really haven't like learned. Nobody taught me stuff like that, so I kind of just winged it. Really, I still do. So we're good. I think
you must be winging it right.
We're good. 30 degrees, some cooling. I think we're okay. You know,
suction line feels cold enough. Let's send it.
Feels like a piece of ice. We're good. You know,
send it.
You know, I love it now.
Yeah, your buddy Eric over here says that we need some biker vests with the gauges on the back.
Already on it, bro. What are you talking about? We're not. That sounds great. Yeah, we'll do it. We're getting freaking the MC club to get. Well, MC is motorcycle club. So yeah, you get it.
Do y'all watch Cleemaster Francisco Pastor?
Yeah,
I love his videos, man.
Do you know who he's talking about?
No.
Francisco, he's Climmaster. His main one is Climmaster Latino.
Does he speak Spanish and do all that?
Yeah, he does both. Okay, he does both. He had one that was in English, but I think he stopped posting to that one,
Oh,
and he's doing the Spanish content, and he blew up.
Yeah, he's doing really good, and he's funny.
Yeah, and I mean, he's I don't want to like take credit for him, but he's said this multiple times, and on when I had him on the show too, that we had a conversation at the last AHR, and he didn't know if he wanted or if he didn't know if he should start like YouTube, Instagram, all that. And I was like, dude, just go for it, right? Like, what's the worst that can happen? We get trolls, but just don't listen to them. Now, when I saw him start, I was like, holy crap! Like he gives it a lot of energy. You know, he gives a lot of good information, and he's like over 20,000 on several platforms. I think Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. I haven't checked on his YouTube lately, but
he's improving my Spanish. I learned Spanish.
yeah.
I learned Spanish before I started working in HVAC. So, little things like a fuga, like a leak. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know how to say that.
Dude,
So he's helping me out.
Jake's Spanish is impeccable. I can tell you that.
geez,
No,
you know,
but like even me, like I'm Hispanic. I understand it, and I used to talk to my grandparents like that when I was younger. And I had my first job was at Sam's Club, and we're here by the border. Like everybody that shops here usually shops from Mexico. They take stuff back all the time, or that's how it used to be. And I spoke it for a while. Now I've lost it a little bit because I don't have to speak it that much. I still deal with certain managers that only speak Spanish, and I can talk my way through the call and tell them, or ask them what's going on and tell them, how I fixed it. But like watching him, because he's like Spanish, like his Spanish is really good. I've always told people I can't do a channel in Spanish because I don't know how to say like things that work in Spanish, right? Like I can have a conversation with you, but I don't know how all these little technical things are.
And he's good at it. He is.
And yeah, he's good at it. So now I watch him and I'm like, oh, that's how you say that, or whatever.
Yeah.
But that dude's killing it.
I had a phone call with him. He sounds like a really nice guy.
Yeah, we talk every now and then, and he's really nice. He's really humble, and he just enjoys what he does. So
yeah, I sent him the Rosetta Stone, so I think that's probably what really helped him the most.
Jake got him started on that. So
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure I follow him on Instagram, but it's hard to keep up with everybody, honestly. Like it's
I try to. There's a lot, but it's a good thing, right? It's more content, more awareness. Every now and then, like late at night when I'm doing like invoices or whatever here at the desk, I'll have a window on YouTube just open, and I'll go through my home feed. And I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. I'll click on that, and it's somebody new.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I try to sub to a bunch of like anything HVAC now, just like have like sub to, and I go like the one cat I've been watching was the Shorty HVAC little guy.
I just found him too. Yeah,
I've been watching him. He's cool. He's cool. He's a pack out guy. So I was like, all right. My problem is I don't like comment too much on people's stuff. My phone's on 20%, so just a heads up.
No, we're good. We're already at an hour, actually.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I'll comment if I really enjoy the video or the person, right? And Shorty is one of them I've seen, and he has good content. A lot of these guys have good content out of the gate. Like I'm like my first videos, like I hate watching them. I was like I really sucked, but
mine too.
Like oh man.
Yeah, a lot. It's come along. It makes it a lot easier too when I mean, I started with an iPhone 10 because I never upgraded, and it was like a cracked microphone, the screen, and it was just so bad. But what was I gonna say? Oh, another guy, Subcool HVAC. He's a Florida boy. His shit, he's blowing up pretty good. But he does like a lot of chillers and stuff. Like people like that industrial. And then Jason Johnson, of course, fucking out there posting the goodies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jason works on a bunch of.
I don't know Jason Johnson. Who's that?
He's here in the chat. He works in Texas too. He works for have you seen HVAC Time?
Yes.
man, I forget his name, but he works for him.
Oh, okay.
So he does a lot of chillers and industrial stuff, and he started posting videos too. So, check him out.
Well, I'll look him up.
What it's all about, fellas.
Mark's like, don't undersell it. Y'all's videos are great. They're all right.
No,
Well, mine.
You know what? I'll take.
Well, guys, I get up early and I go to bed early. It's
Yeah,
getting late.
Gotcha.
That's why my watch is off. It's my bedtime. I got the bedtime reminder. So.
I still got to drive home.
Oh damn! How far are you from home?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like 10 minutes.
Oh, get your. What'd you get your wife for dinner, by the way?
A turkey club.
Well, I mean, hey, what kind of bread we talking?
White bread on toast.
So,
That's the way she likes it. So, hey, makes her happy. If happy wife.
Yeah. I gotta get some dinner right now too. I'll probably have to go pick something up though. It's getting late.
Oh,
Big 10-4. All right.
All right, guys. So this was a great first episode. Jake, I think you're gonna write down everything that we got to talk about next time.
Yeah, I already took
Yeah?
I got an idea already.
No.
We'll discuss it. We'll be a little more planned out next time. I appreciate everybody that came into the chat. I don't know if you guys want any parting words.
Nah, stay tuned, man.
More coming.
Yeah. Well, look. There's one more question. What is your best veto bag? Mine is the TP double XL. The other ones I can't even mention yet.
Whoa, you're on that kind of level?
Dude, don't even.
I don't even. Y'all saw
I'm trying
it.
to think of what mine is. A
You got-
Tech MCT.
Yeah, it's a solid one. The blackout one though, right?
That's good, and that's the only one I've been using lately. But I haven't really dug into that MB4B with the backpack and the MB5B. Game changer.
Did you like the doctor style one?
Yes and no. I just been. I've actually been busy, like in a sense where like I haven't even gotten a chance to like outside that one day. Like I sit there right now, but
Gotcha.
go to right now is it the first one I grabbed is my MCT blackout, and TPLCs are great. Any TP bags are awesome.
Yeah.
And the
I
meat.
second that.
So like those are like the three lines I would go with.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna sign off. We all got to go. Thanks for tuning in.
Y'all
Later,
take care.
guys.
Be easy.